kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utah State Aggies offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Utah State up-tempo. Gives it on the option. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a little space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And they will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Wants to throw. It's Herbstreit. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Utah State up-tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It'll be a draw. Spins away from the defender. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling play.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's complete to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Power football with the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Herbstreit. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he will house it.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Utah State up-tempo. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Spins away from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Utah State up-tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds his big tight end.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Direct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run it with the fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll try to get him through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Dropping back, it's Herbstreit. showing the arm strength down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it.
Lot of room to the right. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air, it's Herbstreit. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to buy time. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Trying to pound their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Basic connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Great place to start for this offense. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Utah State up-tempo.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you've got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
Let's go.
He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's DeLuca. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll try the left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. How entertaining has this game been? How good are these offenses right now as we take a look at the stats after 3? They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football.
There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Escapes the sack. And it's a touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They'll run the toss. Hard running there. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Utah State up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's the pressure.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Wynn. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying play action. Looking left. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Utah State offense has it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game.
Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been big.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success. We got this.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Utah State up-tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Running free. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. To the ground from the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Herbstreit. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quickly to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
They just keep firing. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Herbstreit. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. The give to the tailback. Snowed under by the defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
By the offense.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he'll try to boot them into the lead in the final minute. That is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle